Welcome into Cowboys React. I am James Pledger. I'm joined by Karl Schoening as we get ready to preview this week's Cowboys-Patriots game. The 4-1 Cowboys taking on the 2-3 Patriots coming off a win over the Houston Texans. Karl, this on paper, with the way the Patriots have been playing through the first part of the season, looks like an easy win for the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Yeah, I heard somebody call it a trap game, and usually when people start insinuating that this game's a trap game for the better team, means that you've made yourself the clear and cut better team.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
and you're looking ahead to your next opponent.
Yeah, usually it's sort of a media conversation. Is this maybe one of those games where the Cowboys are going to just kind of skip past and, want to go right into the bye week? That's not the situation here with anybody who ever takes on the New England Patriots, except maybe the Houston Texans last week. Because, the Patriots didn't look good last week. They looked good the week before in a rainy game, albeit against Tampa Bay. So, obviously, you have a team like the Dallas Cowboys that have won 4 in a row. They swept their 3-game homestand, but let's go back and look at it. They're 1-1 on the road in 2 tight games. So, this could be another tight game at Gillette Stadium. It's prime time, so that means Zeke's going to have a good game as he always comes out and performs. Fun fact, Ezekiel Elliott is one of the top rushers all time on primetime games, always has over 100 yards. So he likes to get up for those games. But will the Patriots answer with good showing of their own? It's New England. You can never really count them out because they have Bill Belichick at the helm, and Mac Jones is looking better.
Mac Jones does look good, and even in the losses this year, I've been impressed by Mac Jones and what he's gone, how he's developed. Is there concern for the Cowboys in terms of Trayvon Diggs just announced to be a game-time decision? Tyron Smith got an MRI on his neck and was limited in practice earlier this week. There are injuries to a few key players, and their status for Sunday is iffy to unknown at best at this point. Does that in any way affect what you think of this game moving forward?
Obviously, you never like it when you have your league leader in interceptions as a game-time decision, but that's much better than being out. So if he gives it a go, even if you're only getting 75% Trayvon Diggs, that's much better than perhaps whoever the next man up is. So they'll take that. Obviously, it's never good to hear about a neck either with Tyron Smith. So that's going to be a game-time decision as well. But they both sounded okay, according to Mike McCarthy, when we talked to him this morning on R&R. So it's a situation where you got to look at that defense, though, and can they continue the momentum that they found from picking up last year? Last year, they averaged 36 points per game allowed. This year, they've dropped that down to just below 24 points per game allowed, and they've kept teams under 100 yards on average, actually under 80, 79 yards rushing allowed per game, and they have 12 takeaways. They only had 3 takeaways last year. So it's a crazy thing where they can just flip that switch from one year to the next. That's going to be the big key for the Cowboys moving forward, because we know that offense led by Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott is just going to be a monster for anybody to stop.
And you bring up the offense. The offense is kind of the thing that a lot of people are focusing on. And after what Davis Mills did to this New England Patriots defense last week, what do you expect that Dak Prescott and the rest of this Cowboy offense can do to what the New England Patriots have to offer? Because it is obviously much, much better and more accomplished than was Davis Mills, who got skunked by the Buffalo Bills the week before and didn't look like they had a competent anything at any position the week prior.
Yeah, exactly, because the Cowboys are just the cream of the crop when it comes to offense in the NFL. Here's a couple stats for you. Dak Prescott has 3 or more passing touchdowns and 115 passer rating or better in 3 straight games, which is tied for the longest streak in Dallas history. And then on the other side of it, the Cowboys are the first team with 35 or more points per game and over 150 rushing yards in 3 straight games since the 2012 Seahawks. So this is a very hard to understand and stop offense because, okay, you take away CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper's going to have a good game. Dalton Schultz has really been performing at the tight end spot. By the way, Zeke and Pollard are the best 1-2 punch at the running back position in the NFL, and Dak Prescott is the nucleus of that makes sure that offense is clicking on high cylinders through 4 games. You couldn't have asked for a better start for that offense.
When we get to Sunday, kickoff, getting late in the game, where do you expect this game to be at that point? Do you expect this to be a blowout that is over by the halfway through the third, fourth quarter, or is this going to linger and the Cowboys are really going to have to test their mettle late in the game?
I'm assuming that because it's at Gillette, because it's a primetime game, there's something there that maybe we'll see where it's respectable in the late third, early fourth, but Dallas will feel like they have it well in hand. And that's the one thing about those games. One freak thing happens and momentum shifts. It could be a New England takeaway, but late in the game, just the way Dallas has been playing, it's hard to pick against them. So Is it a trap game? Media talking point probably. But it is one of those things where I think Dallas could have such a well-in-charge game plan that if that actually works out come the third or fourth quarter, they just need to hold on to the football and keep it rolling and get some run plays going, burn out that clock. That's sort of where I project this to be. Not a 21-point victory, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's a 14-point, and you can point out a couple drives where they stalled out, but it looked like they were moving the ball well.
Final score prediction.
I'm going to say Dallas 35, Patriots 24.
You heard it there. Karl Schoening. You can catch him on R&R in the morning, weekdays from 7 to 10. I'm James Pledger. I produce both Halftime and The Blitz, noon to 2 and 4 to 7, and, of course, host the Saturday Morning Hangover on Saturdays from 9 to 11. That is your Cowboys-Pats preview right here on San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN AM 1250 and 94.5 FM.